in the Pennsylvania Hills, one of the great venues in college football. Beaver Stadium in University Park, Pennsylvania. The crowd will be right on top of these guys. It will certainly be loud in this stadium today, and we're just about set to kick off. Time for ESPN's college football. Brad Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit will be on the call.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is NPFSU. We're checking out NCAA 2013. This is a Dynasty that I'm in with my buddy Ncaa. It's a two-player Dynasty that we're running. I have Navy, he has Air Force, mainly because I used to be in the Navy and he used to be in Air Force, so we kind of built this little rivalry with the two teams and felt it'd be fun to play with these low-rated teams. Although my favorite team is really Florida State, hence the FSU in my name tag. So with Navy, mainly this team is primarily a running team. We are playing Penn State, who is 4-4, I think, 4-4, and they are an A team with their B+ offense, A defense, and we are 7-2, and we are a C+ team. So it's definitely tough when you have to play an A team. You know, it's really tough, and the way I've kind of customed this team to, or tailored my playbook to kind of work to this team's strengths. You'll see a lot of that here. Primarily running the ball, pro-style offense. We're using the BYU playbook. I don't really use custom playbooks that much. I feel like EA has done a pretty good, or Tiburon has done a pretty good job as I throw that touchdown there. That was a nice catch. Look at that on the replay. And you can see the footprint as he gets the foot down. Watch this. Bam, look at that Look at that footprint. So that was a nice touchdown. Definitely set them up with the run game with that. The safeties were caught looking in the backfield and let my wide receiver run back by him. And so now they're on offense, but mainly I tailored my playbook to kind of fit the strength of the team. They're not really a passing team. You know, so I basically do a lot of running and play action. That's pretty much, as you see, that's the difference between right there, A team and the C+ team. Their first place from scrimmage, they take off, and their running back scores a touchdown. So it's going to be a lot of that in this game for this team. They're very fast, apparently. And so, you know, my defense, since we've been, this is like our third season, I recruited a couple running backs. That's a huge fumble right there. Just cutting myself off because these are some big plays happening right now. That's a huge fumble. And yeah, Copeland took a lick. Now Copeland, he is actually my fullback. My starting running back has been injured. I think he may be either out for the season or he's injured. Copeland is my best running back. And as you see there, a nice scoop and score. Got lucky on that. Wide receiver drops the ball and my guy picks it off, which is, you need a little bit of luck if you're going to beat an A team. So definitely want the luck to go our way. And yep, able to take that to the end zone. So defense is playing pretty well so far looking at this game. But you know, that's what it is. You have to kind of play a little conservative on defense. Now as you can see here, they're trying to move the ball a little bit, and I'm kind of shutting them down a little bit, trying to throw the ball in a little bit. You know, we're making tackles in space, which is why I got these two linebackers I recruited. They are very nice players, like they were 80 overalls, both of them were, and they're going to be huge season for this in the future, I guess. Now here I'm still trying to set them up. You see the safety, see how they're just looking in the backfield because they're slowly backpedaling, and bam, catch them with a play action. Safety, look how deep he comes into the look how deep he gets. You'll see him right here. He pretty much comes all the way up thinking it's a run, and he's completely roasted. Yeah, corner is not going to cover Lynch. Lynch is my speed guy. He's my deep threat. And you got to have that when you have a pro-style offense. You need definitely a deep threat. You need a decent power running back, or even a balanced one that could shed some blocks and at least keep you out of 3rd and longs. On this, I'm still playing very good defense here, and that's why I really like the game. You can kind of get a good chess match going. They tried to attack my defensive front to the outside, based on the positioning and alignment of my defense. When I called the plays I've been calling, the alignment has been preventing them from running out inside. So they go outside, and then I call an alignment that prevents them from going outside, and they throw an interception. Cover 2 does that. You really want to contain and funnel everything into the middle of the field. That's what the cover 2 does. You want to take our weight outside and funnel everything to the middle, but that's what you're giving up. So every defense has its holes, and you just have to call them at the right time and make the quarterback make difficult throws, because you're not going to completely shut a team down, especially an 18. So you have to be conservative and be patient. Same thing with your offense. Even against users or whatever, you want to be patient. When you run like a pro style offense, you take the 2 to 3 yard gains. You take those, because eventually what will happen is just what happened a few plays ago. And this is what happens when you have speed versus some players that don't have speed. As he runs right by my safety there, and they're starting to come back. I'm getting a little worried here. Trying to get something going out. The crowd is going crazy. Can't even hear the plays, and so I'm trying to hit them with a little bit of play action, because I was able to capitalize on that before. Now that got me into a 3rd and long, so just a not good series for us. It's not a good series. And then, as soon as they get the ball back, bam, roasted again. And I think my corner there, he just bid on a different route, came up just a little bit, and that little bit of time that he came up allowed that wide receiver to run past him. And this was me forcing the ball. Like I said, I'm in panic mode right now, because they've tied it up. And and that's where I wasn't taking my own advice. You got to be patient. You don't want to get in panic mode in a pro style offense, because you could definitely have everything go against you. And like that's what I'm talking about. Taking a little underneath route, I was able to get a 1st down from it. Then the pump fake, and the safety fell for it, and bam, touchdown. And that's how we've been doing it all season. We've got to a 7-2 record by good play calling and taking advantage of what the defense is giving us. And surprisingly, they ran the ball there, gave me the ball with little time left, which, not surprisingly, knowing the style of offense that I'm using. It's not very pass oriented. Not a lot of I don't run a lot of shotgun, a lot of under center stuff. Still throwing the ball deep though, as you see there. Got lucky with a bug. The defensive back had his back turned, and we scored a touchdown with little time remaining, and that was huge right there. And so we got a little chess match going. They're running, doing things. So I know I need to make some halftime adjustments here, and if I definitely want to hold on to this lead, I'm gonna keep the ball away from them and try to play even more conservative defense, because the defense is already conservative. I call a lot of zone, rarely call man with this team, because in man coverage they cannot hold up very well, not very long, which you need man coverage to cover the guys, to allow your defensive line to get pressure and get sacks. So to be able to cover longer, you got to call some zone. So that's good to kind of figure out. As they drive down the field very quickly and score, So I'm trying to just hold on for dear life and keep the game close and not let it get away from me. But it's, you know, definitely a tough thing to do. Putting together a nice drive there and thought that was a complete pass, but leads to this field goal try here. And surprisingly, it shakes off the corner there, and that was huge. I mean, definitely needed that. That got my defense pumped because now they're all over the place. You see right here they're flying to the ball. Made some adjustments because right here they're trying to beat me deep again. I think they sent everybody on a fly route on that one. And then they got multiple receivers running deep on the left side, so they're trying to really take advantage of the slowness of my corners, but I got them way deep that time. So we're going to continue to pound the rock and try to control the clock. And dude, Copeland took a hit right there. Oh, that was a huge hit. And so, you know, we're moving the ball. We're definitely grinding them down now. They're getting worn out. And that's what a pro style offense could do to you if you're a heavy running pro style team. You can definitely overpower a team. Even if you're not very strong, you know, eventually they'll get tired of the running game. Versus you throwing the ball 50 times and your team's tired, you know. So it depends on your team, you know. That's the strength of this team. Like I said, that's a fullback. I mean, he's only 83 speed, but he gets the job done. Look at that. Look at that juke. This dude is just ridiculous. I think he had like 200-something yards rushing in this game. Yeah, he's a beast. Can't even break him down. And the snow is not helping us. So they're trying desperately to close the gap to 3, and he just lays my impact corner out on that play. Gets a little payback for the pick 6. But yep, they score and like nothing. And so we definitely need to hold on to the ball. And that's what we're trying to do here. But they managed to stop me on a 3rd and short. I had a guy going deep. Probably should have got the first down. Wanted to try to get a score. My defense plays very well here. That's one of my freshman linebackers right there making the tackles. So right here we're winding the clock down. We're actually trying to get this win, you know, getting out of Happy Valley with the W. So it was a really good game. I mean, you can see there the score is pretty tight, but I'm going to pretty much drain the clock all the way down here. They're out of timeouts. They've burnt them all now. And they really can't stop our running game anymore. We've worn them out pretty much, even though they're blitzing and everything. You know, that's the big thing about a running game. They'll do that to you. But that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, you're definitely looking for some other NCAA stuff. I will be posting some more stuff. I'm in another dynasty with actually 10 guys, I believe, and we call it the Big Dynasty. I use Florida State in that one. So I'll be posting some more videos, definitely some user games, so you guys see that. We play really sim style in the Dynasty. So it's definitely fun to watch, a lot of strategy, a lot of back and forth, and so look forward to posting those, and you know, hope to, you know, get you guys to like some of these videos and subscribe to my channel. So that's it for me. This is NPFSU. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Here's a look at today's Player of the Game. For the midshipmen, they pick up a big win today, upping their record to 8-2. And for the Nittany Lions, this drops them to 4-5, and they might have to win out if they want to make a bowl. That's going to do it for this presentation of NCAA Football 13. We want to thank you for being with us. For my partners, Kirk Herbstreit and Aaron Andrews, and EA Sports, Brad Nessler saying goodbye.